The first experiment will be with one battery pack on 15 centimeters distance from the touch sensor 1, and hopefully it will touch at the outer right side. So let's see what happens, if something happens. And something does happen. But the question is, it stops, let's see, not entirely what I expected to happen. Alright, let's start again. But before starting again, let's review the screen output. Contact is 1, so it actually does touch. That is good. And it should turn to the right, and it doesn't do. So that's a pity. The question is, why doesn't it turn to the right? I can only guess, but let's just see where we are. We are here somewhere. And the point is that with a turn to the right, like here, it doesn't spin around its axis. It should actually turn the battery pack away, and the way that it looks like, it has. So it may very well be that the motor isn't powerful enough. On the other hand, other tests have shown that it can drag a battery pack with it some way or another. So that is a little bit confusing. Anyway, let's do another test. And on the touch on the sensor 1, so the left side, also the far side, and then let's see what happens. Second experiment, actually the same experiment but for the other side. So let's find out. If something happens at all. No, it doesn't happen. Connection aborted, so I have to kill the process again. And restart. It's an immediate hit and quit. So let's look what should have happened. Touch sensor 1. point is, should it turn to the left or to the right? Let's see. It clearly ended with action 4, and when we look straight to the end of here, it's the absolute end. So what happened? This was the abortion, and contact 2 is 1, which is the left side. And the question is, contact 2, left motor. So, with only the left motor running, it should turn to the right. Which didn't happen. Again, what happens more? Camera 11, well, that's obviously here. And then it says after, which is here. So apparently now the battery pack is far enough from the sonar beams to be effective. And looking at the sensor, it is not in the middle, but apparently with the battery packs more to the middle line, where it may be touched by the sonar. On the other hand, once again, that didn't happen at all. Let's see what happens when using 2 battery packs at the same time. That may be very interesting. Will it turn back or won't it? That is the question. 2 battery packs located and at the far outer side of each touch sensor. Question: will it ride back or just stay standing like it did with the previous test? Aha, okay. Oh, that is interesting. That is actually extremely interesting. It touches, pushes them away, and rides back. I didn't expect this to happen. Yeah. Time for some clear output watching. So, whatever happened? Clearly it hasn't even stopped running. Here we start. Nothing. Camera action 3, whatever. Contact. Oh, that is curious. Backward speed set. Backward distance set. Alright, so where in the code does this happen? Well, not here anyway. Where is the camera action 3? Here. At the else. So there's no contact. While obviously it pushes them away. The contacts are not touched properly. So I guess I have to repeat it with the battery packs slightly more to the inside. Slightly. On the other hand, I can I not say fact because this is the everything else. Okay, very curious. And once again, it hasn't even ended its run. It has forced by me. So let's repeat it. Repeating experiment, but with the battery packs set at 15 centimeters of half-way the touch sensors. I'm very curious. Whatever happens. Not much so far. Okay, this looks like I have to kill and restart. There we go, hopefully. Yes. Wow. What was that? The code didn't finish. Although it ran completely backwards. Did it see the touch sensors? Time to have a look at the output. So this test shows here's no contact, here's no contact. Oh no, not again. Come on. Why is this happening? This is still in order. It's not too far away. No. Okay. I'll have to reposition it apparently. There it goes. I moved it for 10 centimeters and apparently that was the solution of the contact. However, and once again, something completely different. No contact at all. And it just runs backwards. So, I think what I should be doing is reconstructing the front of the robot to make sure that the contacts are not in the way of the sonar. On the other hand, if I look at this, there is no sonar action and there's no contact action. So this is quite confusing. And also, once again, the algorithm didn't even end. So this is all quite interesting. I will do another test with the battery packs close to each other with a small distance. Let's see what happens then, because the sonar widens over distance. So it would be an interesting come out. Okay, this test is with a distance of 5 centimeters from the most inner touch place, hopefully outside the reach of the sonar, but we'll see in the screen output. So let's run it. Okay, display flash, I have to redo it. Restart. And there's a clear contact at 1. And there was, I think, even a beginning of a turn to the left, but it should be a turn to the right. Or should it? There's clearly no advantage here, quite surprisingly. So, some erratic behavior to my point of view, but let's watch the outcome. So, let's first cut it. Zero, zero. Contact 1 was first, so apparently, well, anyway, I'm okay with that. Just a turn to the right. Well, obviously didn't do that. Well, could it be that the battery packs are too heavy? But I don't believe that. Let's look at the code. Contact 1. Speed 0. And right side motor. It keeps getting weirder and weirder. So I would love it to see a turn right. But obviously that is not going to happen anytime soon. I can try one more time, one battery pack. But first checking the algorithm if everything is as it should be. And Contact 1 is at the right side, and with the right motor running, it should turn to the left. Then contact 2, which is at the left side, just the left side motor working, it should run to the right. Both contacts run backwards for an eighth of the speed. Sonar just keep standing still. If nothing else, go backwards of the speed. Sounds all logical to me. Yeah, let's run another test with just the right side sensor, touch sensor. Now with the battery pack at 10 centimeters of the closest of the mid contact point, right side, so contact 1. Just curious what will happen, if anything. Running it. Display flash again. Kill and restart. There it goes. Okay. Now why is this happening? Doesn't make any sense to me. It touches and it goes backward. I'm doing it once again because it just ran backwards. Once again. Display flash. Kill and go on. Does this look like a sonar? Is this sonar? There's no sonar, not on display. Let's do it again. I have to kill again. I have to find out why this is happening, because this is very weird. And run again. It doesn't even come close to the touch sensor. Okay, so it is time to watch the output 3 times in a row. So with the code still not finished, I'm gonna quit it. This is 1, 2, 3. So let's see what happens in the first attempt. No camera action, backward speed set, which is after sound. After sound, beat set is with the if nothing else happens. If nothing else happens. No. I have to look here. If nothing else happens. Okay. Second attempt. What happens here? If nothing else happens. Again. And no sonar. I think I'm going to change the code a little bit. So, where should I put it? Because I want to make a sound when the sonar works. And that is... How do I make the sound again? Right. Yeah. With this. If text sound finished, if whatever happens, text play sound. So let's write that down. No. I can also copy it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4 because this is the light and this is just the sound. So it's 4 lines. Sonar. And so I should put it right there. And this one is out. Text play sound, and I will repeat this. Now there's a point, of course. Because I'm testing here for motor at the right side, and I have to do it for the left side as well. So else if. Let's see how this works out. And now of course I have to change the experiment to put a battery pack right in front of the sonar. Otherwise I can't test it. So, another experiment. Right, the sonar experiment, and to be sure I put 2 battery packs at whatever distance right in front of the sonar. So, if done, I should hear 2 beeps. Whatever happens. If anything happens. which it doesn't. So time to kill and restart. Restart. Ouch. Yeah, that was clearly not the intention. Alright, let me put them slightly further away. Will that happen anyway? Not quite sure. Alright, two battery packs on top of each other at 15 centimeters. Let's see what happens. You would say something will happen. Right. Nothing happens. This is really curious. 15 centimeters it runs. The distance is set to 10 centimeters. But it doesn't ignore it. It doesn't end the program either because the fan is still running. Twice in a row. It does see that the contact at the right side is touched, but also it is not making a turn. Let's see what happens. Nothing at all. Really nothing at all. Very, very odd. Time to watch the output. So, again a very curious thing to happen. Contact 2, touched. And here contact 1 is touched. End of story. No turn to the right that I can see. So the sonar isn't even in place, which makes me wonder, does it even work? Test onder. Okay, I want ultrasonic. It says 18 centimeters and I push it closer. Well, how about that for a test? The ruler. I really push it backwards to 10 centimeters. And I'm pushing it forward. And forwards again. and it's not responding. It is not responding right now. Okay, what I will do is quit this contact. That's one. This is two. I will check again. There it comes. I want sonar. Does it detect it or not? Far away 20. Correct. $15. Sounds like okay. But that doesn't sound like okay. This should be about 11 to 12. And this is about 7 or 8. So it does work. So the big question now is why is this not happening in the code? And that is a very interesting question, together with the questions of the problems earlier detected. And I have to find out this. What is going on? Anyway, for now I think this is enough. Thanks for watching, and certainly to be continued again.